Welcome to Kristiansand, Norway. Tag along to discover Norway's authentic beauty, fascinating culture, and amazing adventures in one perfect day. Kristiansand lies in southern Norway along the North Sea, about 320 kilometers from Oslo. It's nestled between rocky shores, forests, and fjords, making it a stunning spot for us to explore Norway's southern coast. We're in Kristiansand, Norway. Apparently, from what I understand, this area, we're in the southern part of Norway. We made our way down south. We're kind of on the very south part of Norway. They say it gets the least amount of rain, so it's popular with the Norwegians. People come here from Norway to vacation. So after today, we're going to start making our way north on the west coast of Norway and make our way up through the fjords and on that way. So today our plan is, we had this planned a while ago, but we're going to take the bus to a neat little town, about a 45-minute bus ride. It's a small town. We're going to explore around, and then before we get on the ship, we'll explore Kristiansand a little bit, and come along with us, see what we find out.
So this is the Norwegian Riviera.
Sarko calls it the Norwegian Riviera. Probably is. We have a lot of different things you can do here. You can take a boat up the fjords, archipelago. Yeah, wow, that's an extremely nice boat. Look at that.
Yeah.
Gee.
It's made for rough weather.
Looks like a ship in the front. Reindeer.
Two for 2,000 each.
That's in their money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
It's 10 to 1.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is it soft?
Yeah. Basically, $100 each.
Oh, it's really soft. It's thick.
Oh my God.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can take, I wouldn't want it, but it's really, look how nicely done it is. This is the grain silo that they reinvented, completely redid inside. It's won many awards. It's an art museum. I told Zarko I want to go in there if we have time to come when we come back.
Oh, okay.
Because you see these old grain elevators all over the place, and it would be kind of neat to see what you can actually do with one. We're walking by the fish processing area. Looks like cold storage, whatever. They're receiving the fish here, and you can't even smell it. There's not one little bit of smell of fish. Talk about clean. Like we were only like maybe one block from the ship, and we're already in this neat area of town with restaurants and this little harbor canal area. It's really cute. Oh yeah, there's the fish market. It's kind of amazing how Zarko and I really like little towns more than the big cities. Like, it's easier to explore, and I think you find more uniqueness to.
More charm too.
Yeah, it's way more charming for sure. Oh yeah.
Oh, she got some fish.
Yep. Halibut and salmon. Like one of the first things I noticed is these beautiful flower planters. Huh? Yeah. Wow. This is an extremely nice little town. Never heard of Kristiansand. Guess that's how they used to do it in the old days. For a true sense of Norway, venture beyond the cruise port to experience local life, watching locals go beyond their daily lives and get a real feel for the country. Okay, what we're doing is, like I said, we were going to take the public bus to Lillesand, and it was bus 100. We walked up. It was a 10-minute walk to the bus station. They come every 30 minutes, and he was exactly right on time leaving. Okay, so we're heading there now, and Zarko looked up the brand of the bus we're on, and it's a Chinese, beautiful. Show it, Yutong. Oh, Yutong.
Yes.
Yutong. It's electric, believe it or not, and it's made by China. It's beautiful, quiet.
Amazing. Probably the nicest bus we've been on. And look how much, I'm big guy, so look how much legroom I have.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat. It's quiet. And we get to see the countryside outside of the port area. Nice big homes, actually. They look a lot like our houses in the Pacific Northwest.
Like a lot of people from Norway settle in the Pacific Northwest.
I wonder if they brought their architecture. It sure looks like it. They look so similar.
Here's the family car.
Yeah, the family car. We also saw something that was kind of surprising, was that all the taxis are Teslas or another kind of electric car.
Like BYDs, Teslas, the one new.
We just are going around this huge shopping area, like malls everywhere. Look at this. Before we got into the tunnel, the lights, these blue lights came on. There must have been a sensor that knew we were approaching a tunnel. Really cool. Well, we're starting to come into Lillesand now. Yeah, we're going to get off in Lillesand via Dukten. We're off the bus and we're heading down to the little town on the waterfront, Lillesand. It was a 45-minute bus ride, very quick. Fun to look at everything. It's surprising how all the houses are painted white, most of them. Well, they probably get tourists from other parts of Norway.
Oh yeah.
Looks like there's some cute gift shops. Shops.
I mean, it's a little beach town. Okay.
Yeah, it's a beach town.
Mm-hmm.
The other one had more of an industrial feel.
It's different. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, we can make our way over there. The whole waterfront. I'm glad we're not in a rush, huh?
What?
I'm glad we're not in a rush. We can do our own thing. It's a neat cove, like it's a little cove right here.
Yeah, it's rocky.
Things to do in Lillesand. Rent a boat, rent a bike, enjoy the escape-room, disc golf, go to the town and maritime museum, hike to the city sign, enjoy the local shops, bars, ice cream, visit by car or bike, tour the city with Lillesand Explorer Guide or by yourself. You want to know what the prices are here? A club sandwich is like $30.
No, 28.
Okay, oh, $28, 10 to 1, okay.
Yeah.
Spare ribs, oh wow, $37. Oh, a hamburger, 180 grams, a big hamburger for $27.
Fish and chips is
Ooh.
27.
I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a nightgown. They don't have the colors like they had in France. Oh, here's your beach. Nice sandy beach. Ooh, I can smell it. Do you smell the flowers? Neat little town, huh? A sunny August day in Lillesand, supposedly a tourist town. Yet there is a surprising calm, with hardly any tourists to be found. We like to check out the real estate from time to time, depending on where we're at, but we were kind of curious here in this little...
Actually, the prices are pretty good.
Yeah, this little town in Norway. Okay,
Yeah.
What are they? This one's 707...
Square meters.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's pretty good size. And it's like 250,000.
Really?
This one is 330.
Oh, I like this one. It's contemporary. Has a little deck.
530. Or like right here, this one on the water, on the cliff.
Ooh, really nice. On the fjords.
Yeah, 406,000.
Okay, gives you an idea.
Want to buy one?
No.
No. They're cheap.
Might be hard to get a residency.
Now the European Union, you can get
This is the European Union?
Yeah, you can live anywhere in the European Union.
Why don't they take euros?
They're like Bulgaria.
I would imagine that in the wintertime, a lot of this is all closed down. I don't know about their fashion. You know, a little white picket fence. Yeah.
The apples.
Wow.
Beautiful.
This is a mine from World War I, a monument.
A mine monument.
They only have to buy one paint here, white. Ready? As you've been following us around the world, you know us by now. We'd love to get away from the beaten path and go to these little unpretentious towns that were like basically you get away from the port and kind of explore little towns where more of the local life live, and you kind of get a feel for it, because like a lot of the ports, you're at a touristy area, and then there's lots of people and lots of shops and restaurants that are catering to the tourists. And this is the real, like this little town here, you get a feel for the local life, and we like it. But we got the idea to come here by just researching what there was to do outside of Kristiansand, and it said to come to Lillesand, and I was able to get the directions on the bus, and so we came here. And honestly, what I can't figure out is traveling the world. I was noticing it looking outside the window of the bus. We're traveling this world in a short period of time. And what I can't believe is, like, some places is starkly different than what we're used to. And other places, it reminds me so much of home that you could drop me off and not know where I am, and I would think, gosh, I'm in Oregon. Like today, it looks so similar to the Oregon coast. It's shocking. Zarko feels the same way. It's like the trees, architecture, just the weather, the flowers. It's so starkly the same. We're gonna look it up, but we're thinking it might be a city regulation, because
Definitely.
yeah, otherwise you would step out and paint at least do the trim around your windows.
Definitely.
Maybe they just have one color at the hardware store, white. Never been in a town where everything was white. Oh yeah, a lot of electric cars, more electric cars than we've ever seen.
You probably have a tax break.
Yeah. We tried to pay, and he said that the system was down, so his credit card machine didn't work, so he said just get on.
Always.
Yeah, round trip today was free, and we didn't spend any money in that little town. We just walked around. So far, we've had a free day.
Free tour.
I told Zarko, well, since we had a free bus ride, maybe we can afford to have a beer when we get to Kristiansand. The nature here is incredible, offering stunning views that surprise us around each and every corner. We got off the bus, and driving by the walking street on the bus, we didn't know this was here. So we jumped off the bus one stop earlier, and we're right in the walking street. It's awesome. Everybody's here, shops, restaurants. It's very nice. It's like one of the nicer towns we've been to. I just love all their flowers, their potted flowers.
Yeah, like Norway has the perfect climate, Teresa.
Yeah, perfect climate. No bugs, no humidity. It's not hot, it's not cold.
Yeah, we should move here.
Well, you can really get seduced by being somewhere at the right time in the weather, and then reality hits. Nice fountains, potted plants. Extremely nice. Really impressed with Norway. We like it.
Look at those boats.
I can't believe how thick it is, Sarko. Look at this.
Oh, like it has to be thick.
Oh, it almost looks like it's... Wow.
It has to be thick. You are in a north, far north.
Wool slippers. Antler openers.
The wine.
Oh, I was looking here. They sell these in Astoria. They import them from Finland and Norway.
This town is big enough to be interesting and small enough to enjoy.
Yeah. Actually, I like it more than yesterday for walking around.
Oh yeah, it's,
We're talking about Oslo. We like it better than Oslo.
yeah, it's kind of less pretentious, you know.
Beautiful fountain. And look at the seagull on the top. Yeah, it looks like he's part of it. Tourist information. Look, they have the lion with his claws over his head. We noticed that the Scandinavian countries really like their monuments, huh? Their statues, excuse me, statues. Bronze statues, they're everywhere. The hanging baskets, God, those are so hard to grow like that at home. I don't know how they do it.
Excuse me, old lady.
Yes?
Would you like to have a drink with me?
Okay. Let's go check this out. How do we end up here? I don't know. We were clear. We got off the bus early,
Yeah, but
and obviously we got off.
oh, the right place.
And yeah, I've got to see a whole bunch more of the town. So there's the ship, beautiful park, nice promenade.
Ooh, it's a beautiful town.
Beautiful town. We like this.
Yes.
Has a lot of charm. Camellia Colette. You know, like the summers here, they have long days, and it makes up for the cold, long winter nights, I guess. We found the swans. They're so pretty. They're big. What are those, the females, the brown ones?
No, I think they're the young ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at their feathers. They're a little bit different. Looking around, and I mean, everywhere you turn, you find something different here. This port stop in Kristiansand has been a wonderful surprise. We knew little beforehand, which made each discovery even more delightful. Every sight and experience has been a joy. Nothing has disappointed us. It's truly a place that makes you wish for more time to explore, stay longer, and soak up every bit of charm. Yeah, they have quite a few
Those are
chicks.
small. Those are small.
Yeah.
Let's see how they're in there. Oh,
Oh, they're going with them. Oh, they're so cute. That's cute. Look at their little tails. They don't have any feathers yet.
but
Just fur. Oh, man. Well, actually, in the water, they look pretty big, but that's so cute.
you have another one swimming.
Yeah. The Viking. Oh, the Viking ship. They start them out young, don't they? They want them to know their heritage. What are your thoughts on Kristiansand? Norway and Scandinavia have truly impressed us beyond words. Right across from where the ship is docked is this silo, and the captain told us we needed to go over there. He's from Norway, and This morning he said the silo has been renovated. It's won a bunch of awards. This is what it used to look like. And that's when they first built it. And so like we're inside of the silo at the moment. Check it out, the ceiling. See? We're inside the silos. Quite impressive, huh? I mean, I didn't know the concrete was that thick. Like, the inside of it's really thick.
And maybe we can still right here have a beer
Yeah,
and some fish.
exactly.
Okay.
Oh, it's right here. We ordered the local Norwegian
Good.
Pilsner, yeah. The local Norwegian Pilsner. It's drinking beer around the world. Okay, coming from a person that's really picky about fish, really picky, this is the best fish and chips I've ever had. It's not greasy, not too much bread. Wow. I don't know what kind of coating they put on it, but it's really good. Should I confess how much our lunch costs? No.
No.
Okay, after a full day, it's 4 o'clock.
We have to be back on 5.
Actually, we really did good because
We got a full day.
we had a full day, and I'll show you the damage. Okay, not too bad for us. 13,000 steps, 5.5 miles. But it didn't, you don't notice it because you're having so much fun looking at everything. They have moose here. Yeah, I have a moose. So I don't know, it's a moose, right? It's not a reindeer. There's the moose. Yeah, look at his horns. Our next video takes us further north, cruising through Norway's iconic fjords. We'll explore charming villages, uncover breathtaking landscapes, and immerse ourselves in the heart of Norwegian nature. Join us as we dive deeper into the beauty that makes Norway truly unforgettable.